Have you ever just paused in the middle of your day and felt this heavy, invisible weight pulling you down? Just a quiet whisper telling you that you aren't where you should be, that you're falling way behind, or worse, that you're literally just not cut out for the life you truly want. It's an exhausting burden to carry around. But what if I told you that weight isn't reality? What if it's actually just a tragic story you've been forced to memorize?
Like, have you ever felt like a complete fraud? I want you to close your eyes for just a second. Seriously, visualize your deepest insecurities. Picture that moment you stepped into a room, maybe took on a new project, or just looked in the mirror and thought to yourself, oh no, they're gonna figure out I don't belong here. If you feel like you are somehow broken or inadequate, I absolutely need you to hear this right now. Your feelings are entirely valid, but they are completely normal. You are not broken.
Because here's the absolute truth. The story you're telling yourself is the very thing holding you back. The true antagonist in our lives isn't the economy, it's not our bosses, and it's definitely not the outside world. It is our own internal model of reality. It's the invisible assumptions we make about what's actually possible for us. We trap ourselves in a cage where the door is standing wide open, simply because our thoughts keep telling us it's locked tight.
Okay, let's dive into this, because the philosopher Neville Goddard captured the feeling perfectly. He said, if you will not imagine yourself as other than what you are, then you remain as you are. Let that sink in for a moment. It's pretty profound, isn't it? If we refuse to expand our mental world, well, our physical world will never expand either. Our daily reality is mostly just a mirror, literally reflecting our most deeply held beliefs right back at us.
So to help us break out of this self-imposed cage, we're drawing from an incredible piece of source material for today's explainer. It's called Think Better Thoughts by Thibaut Meurisse. In this work, the author brilliantly identifies 100 negative assumptions, basically hidden scripts running in the background of our minds that systematically hinder our true potential. Today, we're going to learn exactly how to rewrite them.
Section 1. The stories that trap us. Identifying the invisible antagonist. Before we can defeat the villain of our own story, we have to name it, right? The author categorizes these deeply ingrained beliefs into what he calls meta-assumptions. Things like, I am not enough, I don't have enough, I'm powerless, I'm a victim, or success is completely outside my control. I want you to mentally check off which of these you suffer from. Maybe it's hesitating to speak up in a meeting because you're thinking, I'm just not enough. Try visualizing each one as a heavy iron weight inside a backpack you strap on every single morning. I mean, how exhausting is it to carry that around all day?
Section 2. The Not Enough Myth. Defeating the Imposter Syndrome.
This is that paralyzing, super isolating fear that there is fundamentally something wrong with us, that we somehow miss the vital instruction manual for life that everyone else seemed to get at birth. But I want you to internalize these 4 words. You are not alone. Let's slow down completely for a second here. Really think about something painful in your life right now, an area where you feel deeply, truly inadequate. Now I want you to imagine thousands of people across the entire world right at this very moment carrying that exact same burden. They share your tears, your anxieties, your late-night doubts. You aren't uniquely broken. You're just uniquely human. Now what's really interesting about this is how subtly our language traps us. We call it the not everybody trap. We often say things like, well, you know, not everybody can be a millionaire or have a job they love. And while technically true, that not everybody almost always secretly includes you. But change those words to, many people could become a millionaire or have a job they love. Why shouldn't you be one of those many people? By just swapping out a few words, we instantly expand our entire model of reality.
And that brings us to the imposter shift. How often do you tell yourself, I am a total fraud and completely unqualified? Well, here's a massive realization. It is actually not your responsibility to decide if you are worthy of that promotion or that amazing partner. Your only job is to try. When you refuse to submit your resume because you feel like an imposter, you literally rob the world of the opportunity to say yes to you. Do what you need to do and let others judge your performance. We have to stop pre-rejecting ourselves.
Section 3. Escaping the victim trap. Breaking the trance of scarcity.
We really have to guide our minds out of a fixed state. Otherwise, we risk catching the victimhood virus. It's incredibly easy to look at the heavy anchor of our past and think, my past dictates my future. But we live in a world of constant cause and effect. Yes, your past circumstances got you to exactly where you are right now, but in this present moment, your thoughts dictate your future. Changing how you think and how you act today inevitably, undeniably, creates a more exciting and prosperous tomorrow.
You are not an anchor. You're the captain.
And being a captain means totally letting go of the savior complex. If you believe, I am a victim of my circumstances, you essentially rule out an entire world of solutions. You just wait endlessly for a magic pill. But look at this empowering shift. Nobody will save me, therefore I am saving myself. When you finally let go of the illusion that someone is coming to rescue you, you instantly empower yourself to take the wheel. It's scary, absolutely, but it is deeply, deeply liberating.
Section 4. The illusion of control. Releasing the need to be perfect.
So much of our vital energy is spent just managing what other people think of us. I want you to visualize taking off a heavy, metal suit of armor you've worn every single day to protect yourself from judgment. Just let it drop to the floor. We routinely tell ourselves, I must control what people say about me. So the crucial point is, people judge you based on a limited amount of information filtered entirely through their own life experiences, their own traumas, and their own beliefs. You can never control that. The shift is to say, I allow people to see me through the prism of their own values. If you fear their judgment, you'll constantly tone down your personality. Let them think what they want, you just focus on your own actions.
And a huge part of dropping that heavy armor is accepting this really simple truth. You are not self-made. The world doesn't inherently owe us anything, and literally everything we achieve is built on the unseen labor of countless others. Actually, wait, why is this a liberating thought? Because it means you don't have to carry the weight of the whole world on your own shoulders. Remain humble, and most importantly, let go of your pride and just ask for help. The absolute most successful people in the world are those who aren't afraid to say, hey, I don't know how to do this. Can you support me?
Section 5. Rewriting your inner script. Stepping into an infinite field of possibilities.
Okay, so we've identified the shadows, but how do we practically rewire our minds? Well, your negative thoughts quietly build this invisible bubble around you. They strictly define what you think is a realistic choice. To pop that bubble, you have to become aware of the inner voice. Challenge your core beliefs by asking, how might I actually be wrong here? Acknowledge your blind spots. Suddenly you step outside your self-imposed borders and you start spotting incredible opportunities that were right in front of you the whole entire time.
So here is your exact action plan, straight from the text. Step 1. Become aware of the disempowering thought. Step 2. Question the assumption. But step 3 is the absolute linchpin of the whole shebang. Take practical action to prove or disprove it. Because listen to me carefully here, thinking cannot replace doing. You can sit around and visualize your success all day long, but at some point you must confront your expectations with the real world. You have to take the actual, physical step.
And this brilliantly illustrates the ultimate paradigm shift. We have been taught our whole lives to say, I'll believe it when I see it. But the human brain is just an extraordinary machine. We're the only living beings that can imagine a future that doesn't exist yet, and then materialize it into reality through our actions. So the true shift is, I believe it, therefore I will see it. Belief is the blueprint. Your action is the construction.
I want you to take a deep breath right now. Like, really. Pause, close your eyes, and imagine. Let go of every limitation, every doubt, every single I'm not enough you have ever told yourself. Picture your life completely stripped of those negative assumptions. Imagine stepping into an infinite, wide-open field of possibilities where you are fully capable, you are fully supported, and you are truly unstoppable. What does that feel like?
Keep that feeling burning inside you and just open your eyes. Ask yourself, if you knew it wasn't too late, what would you do starting today? The story you've been telling yourself up until now is just a rough draft. Today is the day you pick up the pen and write a new one. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Don't wait for permission. Go out there and start writing.